Alright, what's up everybody, it's Sam from LOTN. In this video I'll be doing my discussions on the lock of the night and top 2 parlays as part of the UFC $5 tier for UFC Fight Night 294, Dern vs Rodriguez. If you're seeing this video from Patreon, thank you very much for your support, it's appreciated. If you are seeing this from YouTube after the event, it's because I released this only after the event in respect to my patrons. If you'd like to support the channel, stick until the end, I'll show you how, alright? So guys, I basically made a discussion here on what I think are the best bets. I don't have the lock of the night on this one. I have a tentative parlay here that could be, a top parlay, but it's quite tricky. I'm just gonna comment why. And then I have quite interesting prop bets here in my opinion, alright? So as always, I try to give at least 2 options. When I see them, this is gonna be more of the same, alright? So the idea here is that I put Godinez and Steve Garcia as the strong picks, but this is rather tricky, guys. The reason is both of them are relatively inexperienced, and then they are fighting upcoming fighters in the UFC, like newcomers in the UFC, not upcoming newcomers. So if you want to see hear more of the breakdown, feel free to take a look at my other video, so I'm just gonna touch a little bit more on why I think these people are quite strong picks. So Godinez, she hits harder than the other girl, just forgot the name. So this is basically the reason, because both of them are quite limited in their approach, the other girl is more like a kickboxer, but she makes mistakes, not that she's an elite level or anything, but she's tough and whatnot. But I think Godinez is not that I think Godinez definitely is stronger, and hits harder. It's gonna be a problem, because Godinez times that overhand very well. She's quite basic with the overhand and the 3-2 all the time, but she's again strong and she keeps coming. I think gonna be a clear decision for her. If you had that points handicap bet type of things, put Godinez there, we're gonna see probably 30-27, 30-26 on Godinez. I was tempted to bet Godinez by decision, but there's a small chance that she finishes the girl by, cut or a late stoppage, so I think this is rather better. But Godinez is not gonna submit the other girl, so take a look at either Godinez TKO or decision. It's not a bad idea. Just take a look at the props afterwards. Garcia, he's fighting on Tiveros. Tiveros, the guy has so many holes in his game. And he comes like forward, and he has been KO'd so many times. He doesn't seem to be the toughest guy out there. But the thing is that they are fighting the lightweight division. Garcia is a huge featherweight. I don't know even how this guy can make it. But as a lightweight, he is also pretty big lightweight. So the size doesn't concern me in the size of Garcia. But Ontiveros coming down from the middleweight, his last bout against Holland. And he used to be a welterweight, so he's a big guy out there, he's lean. I'm just a little bit concerned because they're gonna go to war if Garcia cannot finish Ontiveros, which there is a small chance because like I said, Ontiveros is dropping the weight, he can survive even though Garcia hits hard. He could survive and Garcia could guess, and we see Ontiveros, coming up on the latest round, something like this. I don't know, this is gonna be chaotic, so quite tricky this one. Between the two, I'm a little bit more confident on Godinez, so I could make like even 60-40 by this rational, But you can parlay them too. But guys, again, sorry about the noise, guys. This is tricky because again, putting inexperienced people in this type of, all your bets into that, it's not too much of my liking. I like the option 2 here, which I'm not even putting money on them. I could do some parlay here, but I was just kind of lazy to put one more here. So let's go through these prop bets because I think they're the best props and I think there's a very good chance that they cash. So Char Rosa by decision, I didn't comment that in the breakdown and I'm still to go through the videos here, but that's basically a safe bet, because there's very little chance that Rosa and Jackson, if they finish each other, could happen a submission or something, but they're both tough and they're both experienced grapplers, so this is probably going to decision. Betting Rosa by decision is it's a good idea, because Rosa, he could win the scrambles, and as an underdog to get him by decision is very interesting in my opinion. Elliott by decision, quite similar idea, you know, like, because Nicolau guy sits back, you know, waits for his opponent to come too much, and could lose a decision. He's talented, you know, Nicolau, but he doesn't, you know, push the pace and whatnot. Elliot has not as many talents as Nicolau, but he pushes the pace and he has evolved through the year. He's a good wrestler and he's not afraid, you know, to keep pushing, you know. So could be close because both have the style to beat each other, like I said. But I like this bet on the underdog at plus 300 by decision, which is a very likely scenario. Rodriguez and Dern going the distance. I don't see much. I understand why this is like this, you know, because I think people expecting that Dern gonna win by submission or Rodriguez can finish Dern like in a round 3 TKO or something. I don't see that likely, guys, because I think I said that in the breakdown, right? Rodriguez, good submission defense, you know, she doesn't risk much, you know, she's not gonna give her back for nothing. And Dern, she exposes herself, she can get into the fire, you know, start getting caught. But she's a tough girl, you know. Rodriguez also cannot open up too much unless she finds a shot like she did against Amanda Rivas, you know. But I don't think it's gonna be the scenario here. Dern, she's tough, you know. She's not gonna easy to finish. This to me is like 60%. I think that I calculated this goes the distance. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I calculated 60% this goes the distance at plus 200. This is a good one, in my opinion. I'm putting, you know, 30 from the 100 here. I think this is a good one. And Colares by decision. Gutierrez should win that fight, guys. But Colares, you saw on the weightings, he's a little bit bigger and he's younger. He's never been finished, and he's gonna shoot crazy. You know, he's gonna keep shooting as he always does. It's not easy to finish Gutierrez. There's a chance that Gutierrez finishes Colares. You know, like TKO round 3, round 2. But Colares could win the decision again, you know, by wearing on his opponents. That's what he does. So I like this at plus 450. There is good value there, right? So guys, in this regard, if you win all of this, will be, you know, 300 profit from 100, which is massive. But it's not easy to all of them to cash. But there's a chance. I didn't make the exercise here of the miss, but you can do it yourself. It's not that difficult. All right. So I hope you guys appreciate this video, guys. If you like, please like, subscribe. So if you wish to support the channel from 10 bucks from 5 bucks is this discussion that I just had from 10. It's like it's the early releases, you know, where I upload the videos to Patreon before the general public on my thoughts on my breakdowns. For this card it didn't happen because I was quite busy, but in general I do almost every week. Plus you can support the channel, you know, show better appreciation here. For 15, it's all the props that I take line by line. Let me show you guys how this look like. It will be like these lines here, as we spoke on the lock of the night and top 2 parlays. But this is more comparing to what I bet in the card. In this card, I don't have many bets, so it's quite tricky. But you can compare to the betting strategy that I present, you know. And for $50, which is the ultimate package, I give you guys line by line all the bets that I'm taking, and when I'm carrying over, I'm taking early markets, you know. You can all take to this and basically see what I'm doing and do whatever you want, alright? So guys, again, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll talk to you next time. This is from Bet, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.